if you're thinking about learning how to recruit new students locally through either your daycares, your schools, this is going to be for you because Paul has absolutely crushed it. How long have you been in the program now, Paul? Maybe 2 or 3 months, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and you've been so on it and like following the directions of what to do that you've had like really amazing results. He's added about 2,400 hours of recurring monthly revenue, and he's only really just gotten started. So Paul's going to share his experiences, like what he actually did and how he actually did mass enrollments through instead of waiting for leads to just come in, but going out and recruiting new students into his school through daycares and schools. Schools hasn't actually started yet because the school year started as we're recording this, but the daycares you've gotten a lot out from. So, Paul, tell us like initially what is it exactly that you saw that made you decide to reach out to me in the first place?
Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, my strategy for getting new students was teach really good classes and hope people show up. And
Yeah.
hope isn't a reliable strategy. So I saw Matt, he's been posting on Facebook. I think I've been following him for about a year, and I finally decided to try what his program was, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. He seems to know what he's doing, and his program has helped me a lot.
Okay, great. So, what is it exactly that we implemented that you feel like has been so helpful for you?
So the first part of your strategy is going to the local daycares. And I was kind of surprised how eager so many of the daycares were to have me come in and teach just a little 3 day program. We taught the class to kids and we invite them back to the taekwondo school for a white belt ceremony. We feed them pizza. We show off what we teach here. And then we give the families an offer to sign up for classes. And I've had really good results.
Cool. Tell us a little bit about some of the results you've gotten.
So the very first program I did was actually the biggest one. I had 11 students sign up in one day, which is definitely a record for our school. It's especially our preschool program has been really filled out. Let's see, we've over doubled our preschool program since I started doing the Triangle Codex.
Cool. And how does that make you feel as like a school owner? Like you know how to go out instead of hoping just teaching great classes. Now you're able to go out and recruit and do a mass enrollment where you enroll 11 people in an hour. How does that actually make you feel?
Feels pretty good. Gives me a lot more control to know that I can do that.
Okay, great. And like obviously that was just like the first one. And then you were able to repeat it over and over again. I think we're up to 22 new students so far, just in the first, I don't know, what, 6 weeks, 8 weeks of running this.
Yeah.
And we still have a bunch more on our plate, which is really exciting because schools is 10 times the amount of kids. So we do the same thing, it's going to be absolutely bonkers. And I guess for you, where you're at right now with the daycares, if you keep this up and do the same thing with the daycares, and then we add the schools, how do you feel like it'll impact your school?
I think it'll be great. We've already, I mean, like you said, we've had 22 students add in about 8 weeks of doing this program. And I've done some relatively small daycares. If we start doing this kind of thing with elementary schools and we have the same results, we'll grow a lot.
Cool. And I think so far we said you added $2,200 in monthly recurring revenue, which is
Hmm.
amazing. So because the goal is not to have like 1 month, that's great. The goal is to have monthly recurring that you can rely on. So I'm really proud of you. I'm really excited. I'm really curious to see what happens when you hit a couple more of these daycares, then hit the schools, because I feel like that's where the daycares are kind of like the minor leagues and the schools are kind of like the major leagues. And you've proven to yourself you know how to do a mass enrollment now. You know how to get a lot of people in the door and enroll them on the spot. No discounted tuition, no trials, right to membership. So good job, Paul. Thank you so much for being on here. If there's someone watching, they're thinking like, man, I think I might want to do this, but I'm not sure. Maybe they're kind of on the fence. What would you say to them?
I'd say go ahead and try it. He gives you very, very clear directions. He explains things well. He's got a very, very good methodology. And if you're good at following directions and willing to put in a little bit of work, um, I think you'll say similar results to me, and I think you'll be happy you did it.
Cool. Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you, Matt.